Hi guys, so today's story time is gonna be a little bit quicker. It's not like a super long story, but it's just so crazy and I guess funny that I thought it would make a really good video. So the story starts out, it's New Year's Eve and there wasn't like much to do, I think this year. Me and my boyfriend, Tony, you guys all know, we like to do different things. Like I'm more of a partier than he is, so sometimes when it comes to, you know, holidays or weekends, we tend to want to do different things. But, you know, on holidays like New Year's Eve, I want to spend time with him. And his family was going out to dinner, his main family, and then a little bit of his extended family too. So I was down to do that for New Year's Eve. Like, I think this was probably 2 years ago, maybe like going into 2015. Something like that. So we decided to go out to dinner for New Year's Eve. I don't know if we were gonna do anything afterwards, but got all dressed up. It was freezing cold. Went and his family was going to this restaurant, this local restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name of it, you know, for whatever reason. But we went to this local restaurant that is a popular place that a lot of people, you know, in my area go to. It's, you know, has a bar. Sometimes it has a live band or DJ. And I don't know what they were having for New Year's Eve, but I think there was like 8 of us maybe. And so we all went to this restaurant and I looked at the menu, and one of my favorite things to eat is sandwiches. I love a good hoagie or sub or whatever you call it, or a good sandwich. So I think I ordered like a turkey club or something. I don't know, we were drinking, whatever. So I ordered a turkey club. We had appetizers too. But anyway, so when the waiter brought me my food, there was a screw in my sandwich. Like a nail, a screw, like if you take a hammer and like hammer in a screw or a nail into something, maybe like this big, that's what was in my sandwich. Now picture, like, well, I don't mean it was just like sitting on the plate or was like on top. I mean like if my sandwich is like a piece of wood, like the screw was like screwed into my sandwich. Right where it was cut in half in the middle, it was right, you know, in the piece of the bread. Like screwed in there. There was no way that it could have just like fallen. In my head, I thought of so many scenarios where, okay, it fell from the ceiling, but no, like it was in a piece of toast. So I immediately looked at it. You know, I didn't take a bite or anything, and the waiter was still giving everybody else their food, and I was like, there's a nail in my sandwich. And Tony looks over like thinking I meant like a fingernail, and he's like, what, where? And he's looking, and I was like, right there, right in the middle of the sandwich. And he's like, holy shit, and he sees it. And then the waiter notices it too, and is like, oh my God, and immediately comes, takes my plate, and walks away. So I guess I was kind of just in shock. I was like, okay. And she came back 5 minutes later, you know, with a new sandwich and apologized. I think obviously like the manager came over too. And basically what they did was they gave us like a $100 gift card or something, or like paid for all of our alcohol, you know, and my meal was free, and they gave me a new sandwich. So I started to eat the sandwich, and I noticed like on the side where like the pickle was, there was a fucking hair sitting there. And I just looked at it, and at this point, I wasn't gonna send it back or say anything. I was just so grossed out that I just didn't even, and plus I was with my boyfriend's family. Like, I didn't wanna look, I guess, like a brat. Like, I essentially just didn't wanna like cause drama and ruin their night over like the screw and the hair in my fucking pickle. So I just let it go and stopped eating it, and like, ugh, I felt so grossed out, like just, ugh, like I can't even deal. So I, to this day, like, can't believe I just let that happen and didn't do anything. Like, obviously somebody in the kitchen tried to kill me. I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but like, I'm telling you, I've told this story before and people are like, no, you're lying. Like, I don't believe you. I'm like, why would I ever make that up? Like, what kind of a pathological liar weirdo would I be to just make this up? It's not like I filed a lawsuit, but in retrospect, when I look back, like, I really should have made a huge deal about that. If the hair is one thing, like, everybody has hair, it's an accident. I mean, it's disgusting, but whatever, what are you gonna do? But a screw, like, screwed into my sandwich, that's something weird. And I've always thought about it, just because it's a local restaurant. Like I said, a lot of people in my neighborhood go there, so I literally wondered if somebody like did it on purpose. I can't wrap my brain around that like anybody would hate me so much, or even like plot and plan to put a screw in my sandwich. Like, I don't even know. I don't have an explanation, but it happened. I should have taken a picture, but I was just in shock, and I was like, well, there's a nail in there. And I also think that, you know, the management team, like everything should have been free, because I could have fucking ruined their business if I really wanted to, if I had taken a picture of that and put it on Yelp or whatever, you know, but whatever. I mean, it's a nice restaurant, I guess. It's like a good establishment. It's a fun place to go and like drink. Will I ever eat dinner there again? Most likely not. I haven't since, I don't think. But it's just like regular stuff anyway. It's nothing special. It's like burgers, fries, cheesesteaks, chicken fingers, stuff like that. So it's not like I'm missing out. And you know what's funny? I don't know if it's me that has the curse or Tony or the two of us together, but whenever we go out to dinner, we always find hairs in our food. We were at a pizza place. Tony had a wrap. I could see he was about to bite into it. There was a hair in it, like in the wrap. And I was like, stop! We were at Bahama Breeze before and we found like a long curly hair in our appetizer. Like everywhere we go, we find hair in our food. And we just, you know, send it back and get a new one. But it's just like, ugh, like it's so gross. Funniest thing though of my life was my mom made me and my girlfriend pancakes one time. It was like when we were having a sleepover like 100 years ago. And you know, you make the pancakes, you pour them, they're wet, and then they harden and they dry, whatever. I guess somehow a piece of my mom's hair got into this pancake while it was wet, and then, you know, it dried or whatever, and I could see the pancake on my girlfriend's plate, and I was looking at it and I saw the hair in it, and obviously like she was just being polite and she didn't want to say anything, she just didn't eat it. But I like stopped the presses and I was like, Taylor, like let me see your pancake right now. And I picked up the pancake, like I picked it up by the hair. I grabbed the hair and the pancake came with it because it was stuck inside of it. And I like died laughing. It was so disgusting, but like it's my mom, so whatever. It's just hilarious. So that is the story of how I found a screw in my sandwich. If you guys have ever found, you know, a rake, a tree, a box of tissues in your food at any restaurant, I'd love to hear about it. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.